Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back. Today we're going to do a full face of new makeup and I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. And if you're up for it, let's just get going. Let's go ahead and take this eyeliner, which is by Mario. All right, and I just pulled it out of the drawer because I'm using a couple of by Mario things and I've not used this for a little bit. Let's see how this performs after having set in a drawer for a while. It's still real creamy. Yay for that. Now, if I remember, this thing does transfer down, but I think if you blink, like right away. So it didn't seem to go down there. That's good. I didn't actually want it to. I've not made up my mind about that yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and tight line. This is the new Natasha Denona Mini, My Mini Dream palette. And I didn't get the Dream palette. I thought it looked too warm. I've only seen one person talking about this and I didn't want to know what people thought, but I did watch Tamara. I couldn't help it. I had to watch that one because I wanted to see her apartment. I actually can't remember what she was saying about this, but I think she liked it. In any case, I've not seen anybody else do anything with it. Anyway, cute little palette. Look how cute. I've got several of these. This one I think I really will use a lot. Kind of like this little Biba. Let me show you. This one here's my most used. It's this tiny little Biba palette. I can't wait to get into this. Starting left to right, we have this shade. Oh. And then this one, the third one, ye gads, I really liking it. And then this, yeah, I think I'm gonna really like this. You know, one of the things I think Tamara might have done was compare this to the I Need a Nude palette. I think she did. I'll link her video in case you want to see like comparison swatches. I'm pretty sure she did that. So let's see here. I mean, I don't see, oh my gosh. All right, I'm loving it. So we're gonna go transition, crease, outer corner, lid, inner corner. That's what we're doing. Beautiful, beautimous. Let's get going. We're gonna get into my goat hair brushes because the Glitzy Fritzy Essential Eye Set. Which is newly back in stock, is actually at this moment dirty. All the ones I have are dirty. So I'm gonna take a Tom Ford 13 first and let's come into that shade right there for my crease. I mean, transition, you know, but I'm gonna start in the crease and just gonna relax my eye. I'm fully expecting me to love these eyeshadows because I typically do love Natasha Denona eyeshadows. That performed exactly the way I wanted. And you know what? This shade would be fantastic for I'm just gonna run to the grocery store or whatever, or just need a little something, something in there, but I don't wanna get all decked out, right? So this shade would be very helpful for that. And let me just kinda make sure that I'm coming up enough on that flap that it looks similar to the other side. Wonderful. I'm gonna grab my rephr 13, which I know without looking because look how long the handle is. This is the beta. I mean, I have the finished version of the 13 in there also, but I always grab the betas because I love this long handle for this brush. And I'm gonna come right there. And now I'm just gonna come right directly into the crease. I love it. Definitely if I was gonna travel, this would probably be my choice to just throw in my purse. I don't even need to put it in a makeup bag or anything. Just throw it in my purse along with a mascara. Maybe the little blush, because the blush we're gonna use today is the Natasha Denona one, the new one. Maybe with that, I don't know. This would be perfect little travel things. to take. I love her shadows because they just seamlessly blend without getting muddy. I'm going to take a Mel brush, which is the rephr 21. Subtle, but shiny. Okay, I like that. I think I'm going to like that one the best. First, let's flip the Mel brush over and just dab into it and come over the top so you can see what how that would brighten it up if I did that. Maybe I'll take a little bit of it on the tip and come right here in the inner corner, but I'm just gonna take my pinky just like that and pop it right there. I'm so excited. I'm just gonna take that same rephr 13 and dip right in there and look. I didn't need all of that. Just tap it, just tap, taparoo. Hey, you know, that reminds me, tap, taparoo and Adam Sandler, that reminds me of Lori from All That Beauty with Lori. I haven't heard from her in a while. Lori, are you out there? I haven't seen you in a while. You guys might remember, you know, like a few months back, me talking about missing Sherry. She never did show up. I wrote her a couple emails, you know, and no, she's just never turned up, and I don't like it, you know. It gives me a bad feeling when one of you doesn't show up anymore. You can't help but think bad things. And along the same lines, I know that some of you have noticed that I'm not as present as normal. And I just want to say to you that there is something going on, but I've been asked by family not to go into it here, at least not for the moment. So I thank you in advance for your prayers that I know you will say for us. We think about you all the time. And, you know, unfortunately, like, you know, recently losing Mary Reed, you know, it's so sad. When she was such a great supporter for every mature beauty content creator. She was just so helpful and stuff, you know. It's just like, I miss you guys when you're gone. We're just going to dedicate this eye look here today to Mary. Let us try a new mascara. So I got a new mascara, and that would be a tubing mascara by KVD. It's the full sleeve, and I love the packaging, of course. I mean, you always love KVD's packaging, even though she's not part of the brand anymore. You know, I found out recently that she lives in Vivi, Indiana. That's where my family comes from, is Vivi, Indiana. It's a very small town. And I was like, what? Vivi? It says Long Plus Defined Tubing Mascara. I'm just going to take my rephr curler real quick and give this a couple of pumps so we can have them already curled. Wow, this kind of looks like a club. I think it's bristle. I usually know right away, but I really can't tell. It's pretty easy to use despite its very large size. I thought maybe it might poke me in the eye, but no, it's seemingly doing a pretty good job. So far, so good. Come on the underneath side and back up again. I was going to get the Tower 28 because I still need to try that one. But for some reason, this one here just, maybe because it's newer, I figured people would be more interested in hearing about it. But I still want to try the Tower 28, and we hope to do that in 2024. I'll get another coat in just a little bit, but for right now, let's move on. So I didn't want to actually purchase a new foundation because I am waiting, as of right now, it's not out yet, but I'm waiting on the new Prada foundation to be released, and so that's going to cost quite a bit. So I wanted to just get a couple of samples, and I did. I can never remember if I've ever actually tried Estee Lauder Double Wear. This one here might work for me, but I think we're going to put that up for a different day because I noticed that this Dior Forever, which one of you asked me to try this, I noticed that it also has that primer that I wanted to try. So what we're going to do is we're going to get that primer on, and it's called Glow Veil. And then I think we're going to go with one neutral. It's probably not going to be an exact shade match for me, but it's the closest in this pack anyway. So let's tear those two things off here. So I was very excited when I saw that I could get this blister pack. And, you know, of course I was holding my breath because half the time I'll ask Sephora to send me, you know, this or that or something else. And what they send me is actually something totally different. It seems like I never get what I wanted to try. I probably got just enough in that blister pack to do my face one time. So yeah, that kind of glowy, ain't it? It does have a fragrance. It's getting tacky, just like a primer should. While that's setting down, let's just put another coat of this mascara on. Boy, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't go 3 coats with this mascara for sure. So that'll probably work. 1 neutral. Okay, that's probably enough. Let us see. I forgot to get a sponge wet. So we're probably just going to use this brush. I don't know. Let's just see how it looks, and then I'll decide whether or not I need to go get something, you know, to help blend it in. I don't know why I said that. I'll see if I need to go get a sponge wet to help blend this in. Go ahead and bring this down because it is just a teeny tiny bit darker than my normal shade would be. So you're going to be able to see, especially if this oxidizes. I'm sorry to say it did, and I had to take a Kleenex and wipe it off about 2 hours later. You're going to be able to see where I left off. So we'll put just a little bit more under here and over my ears. I like the way this looks so far. But I am going to take a little bit of the powder that is in the Wasted in Glitzy Fritzyville basket currently, which is the Patrick Starrr. It's pink. It's translucent setting powder. I'm going to start out here on my cheeks and come in. And I'm going to take the Florasis, which, you know, that's also in the basket. And I'm just going to come right there into the bronzer. I don't know if that brush is clean. Hang on, let's get a clean one. Let's use this. Something little. Just get a little bit of bronzer on here. But I'm not going to touch the highlighter or the blush. Okay, then here we go. Ha ha! Let us see what is in this. What goodness awaits me here. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Talk about not really getting a lot of product, but kind of cute, you know. All right, I am going to wipe this brush off here. This might be a good brush to come in here with. And let's just stay on the blush side. Okay, and bring that. It's a very subtle, nudish kind of blush. Very nice. I like that. Okay, and now I don't know about the highlight. Let's get this little fan brush here from Wayne Goss and come across there, and I want to put that on the back of my hand and see what happens before I go putting it on my face. Okay, that actually doesn't look too bad. Maybe even I could have come all the way across there. Let's try my nose. Not too much. Perfect. I love that. I don't have a new brow product, so let me get my brows on and we'll come back and do my mouth. I got a lip liner and a new lipstick from Mario. He brought out these lip liners and they have a brush on one end. Ooh, good. He included a sharpener. I love it when they do that. This is the brush Nice. And then we got this color here. Let's check because I didn't know, like, am I getting a good liner for the lipstick I got? There's that. And let's see, magnetic tube. And these two might not go together. No, they don't. But we can totally work with it though. And we're going to because I want to see how this behaves. So let's put this down. It's creamy, but not so creamy that it's going to go everywhere. And then we can take the brush and feather it in. That's actually a very nice size brush for that. And you can feather it in like that and then go in with your lipstick and you'll have that lighter effect, but not a distinct line. I really like this shade, but I would put a different lipstick with this, but I'm going to go ahead and just fill this in. And Lolita won't look, you know, like Lolita. We're going to end up with a totally different shade of our own. Now let's put Lolita over the top. It's a nice creamy lipstick. And there we go. All right, I'm gonna go do my hair and then I'll come back and I'll tell you my final thoughts on these products and whether I thought it was worth the spend. When I reviewed this palette here, I mean, I love this. I love this. And look, I mean, I'm not telling you there's any kind of duping going on here, but these two palettes could be used together very nicely. And since I love that one so much, I am so happy to have these additional shades that can be pulled in or just used on its own. So I'm very much a fan of this little Dream palette, and I'm so excited that it doesn't have the same shades as, or even the tone of, the big one. Eyeliner wasn't new, so then we jumped to this mascara from KVD called Full Sleeve. And we have like what looks to be maybe like artwork that's supposed to be reminiscent of getting maybe tattoos, a sleeve, possibly. And then, like I said, when you take this out, it's got more of a club looking, I mean, it's very much bulbous here on this end. This wand is very soft. It is a bristle. The bristles, they're like little hooks that come off here. They're thicker than normal bristles are, but I thought it did a good job building on itself. And I very much like how this lash turned out. I think it looks really nice, and I love, of course, that it's tubing. Now, of course, if I go out to dinner tonight and something weird happens, you know, like it starts flaking off in my eye or whatever, I'll let you know. But I don't expect anything bad to happen. I very much enjoyed the primer, the way it went on. And the foundation, I think I need it just a half shade lighter, and then I would be good on it. But I gotta tell you, I thought it looked better without the powder. I don't know that I'm gonna have a lot of kind things to say about that powder when I do a full review on it for the month. And I wish I'd have just set it with a setting spray. I think it would have been better that way, because when I look in the Timby, and let's be honest, no one is this close to my face, I haven't been liking the way that powder looks. So I think that that foundation looked better just on its own. This is a dream. My Mini Dream Glow Blush. I really like this thing. And I thought that this may be something that was just gonna be blinding, but no, it's not. It's just beautiful. So the next time I use it, I won't be afraid to, starting on this end, swipe across and come directly on my cheek. It gives a most natural, I think, looking blush flush to your face. I'm really gonna enjoy this tiny little thing. I mean, it is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I figured it was gonna be kind of small, but it's actually smaller than I thought. But we'll see how long it lasts going forward. I really like it though. So then that just brings us to the lip products. I love both of these shades. I really enjoy this lip brush that's on the end of this. I think it's a soft, good size. It's got just the right amount of drag and firmness to it that it will help you gradient your lip liner if you want to. And then the lip pencil itself is just really creamy. I think that companies that make pencils, you know, my favorite ones anyway, are like this, where it's creamy and goes on really nice, but there's just enough drag that it's going to keep a lipstick inside of it, and that's necessary at my age. So I really like this formula. I think this pencil's really good. I'll enjoy using this with a different shade of lipstick perhaps. Didn't look bad with Nolita at all, but this I really love. I mean, can you see that's just got a nice little creaminess to it that I really enjoy this. I like this. It leans just enough rose for me that it's not a nude, but it's not really out there. So I really like this lipstick. Tell me below if you tried any of these products. Do you like them? What are your thoughts? Leave those for me below. And I want to let you know that you are the best part of the Fritzy family. And that if you're not having a blessed day, the way you can get one is to go be a blessing to somebody else. And until next time, love you, see ya, bye. And I'm out.
These stupid people calling me on the phone. Go away. How do I get rid of you? Just go away. Go away. Go away. I tell you what, eye patches sliding down the face and trains on the tracks. If I was outside, he'd probably understand me better, but in here, not so much. What did I hear you say? Grow up? Never. Never. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. Yeah. Oh, that was off key. We're just playing, doing a neutron dance. Yeah. Oh, lower. We're just playing, doing a neutron dance. Let's just reach for my rephr here. Rephr. 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 Like, remember that commercial? Butter. Parquet, butter, parquet, or everything's better with blue bonnet on it. That's probably just enough to, dang it, my foot, I'm sitting on my foot and it's cramping, 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 oh, oh.